confirm have not entirely ballsed it up. Let's send out the character. If you didn't receive a character, please let me know. Otherwise, please go to sleep.
Okay, that was cool, Stevie.
Hey, welcome to another exciting episode of Blood on the Clocktower. In today's episode, we'll be playing something weird put together by Stan. How fun! Let me just do a little bit of volume adjustment. There we go. So hopefully it'll be a little bit more audible. So in today's edition, we'll be playing as the Mayor. The Mayor. So if we survive, if we get to the final 3, then we will live. But let's check and see, what is this strange set made of? So we have a balloonist. We can make another outsider, but it's very useful to keep alive. There's a chef. The cult leader. Each night you become the alignment of an alive neighbor. If all good players choose to join your cult, your team wins. I've never seen that one before in my life, so that should be fun. I'm going to have to read up on that multiple times, I suspect. So this is us, the Mayor. If only 3 players live, no execution occurs, your team wins. And I occasionally have got deflection of Death Slayer, pretty straightforward. So Gambler, who... The ability is a little bit weird in terms of the way it's worded, but I believe the idea is you just keep choosing yourself and saying Gambler until you want to sort of use this to check on someone. Empath, so there we go, some information gathering. Sailor, so you drunk someone until dusk. But I guess you don't know if you are drunk or they are drunk, but you can't die as long as you are not drunk. Sage is get killed by demon. For outsiders, so drunk, so we don't know someone could be a drunk, we don't know. Saint gets executed, team loses, so that's going to be very likely going to be a bad guy bluff. Klutz, choose an alive good player or you lose. So not the team, but just them. Okay. So, Poisoner. That seems pretty strong. Spy.
Good morning, everybody.
Howdy, howdy, howdy.
So, let me introduce you to our fair new town. It's a town I'm rather fond of because in it I have not died. And the reason for that is very simple, because we have a special fabled in place. It's not one that's going to appear on the corner of your screen. This is stand mode.
Oh dear.
In stand mode, it is entirely possible there are no evil players in the game. And you can execute me. If you execute me, then everybody, and there are evil in the game, then not only does evil win, but so do I. And also everyone in town loses. If there are not evil and we get down to 2 players, I win. Enjoy.
What's the win condition? If
Wait, so you are the goblin, Stan?
I am the goblin. There might not be. So basically, there might be 0 evil players. I might have made everybody good. If I've done that, then you need to kill me. And if you kill me, then the town just win, as all of you will be town or outsiders. All of you are good.
Okay, I have a question
what
for
if
the
we
town.
kill townsfolk? If we kill townsfolk and then kill you, do we still win?
Yeah, absolutely. As long as I'm dead by the time it gets down to 2 people.
2 remaining.
So basically, if there is no evil, I will be killing you.
So that's 3, including you.
Nope, there would be no one. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I don't count on the game board. So yeah, two people and still being.
I have a
And
question
I can't be killed at night if there isn't an evil.
for the town.
Okay.
Is there a sailor in the game?
I don't know if they want to out themselves, right?
Okay, it would be useful to me if they out themselves.
That's like asking if there's... that's like being like, oh, is there a monk in the game? And they go, oh yeah, me. I can stop people from killing
what?
anyone.
Oh, because they can't die, I see.
Yeah, but
I didn't
they
realise
also
that.
it's important who they choose to get drunk.
Yeah, that's more the information I was looking for.
We can speed the run this if you want.
Yep.
Like,
Kill
as
Stan.
the cult leader, join me. If Stan's evil, we win.
Okay.
I'd join that cult.
I'd be.
Wait, are you saying you're evil?
I would be more comfortable joining that cult once I knew what Stevie and Thick were.
Well, this is the thing. If the cult leader's evil, there's evil in the game.
Yeah.
So, if we think there's not evil, we can join the cult.
So we've always got that option available to us.
But if we think there's not evil, we should kill Stan. Rather
you
than
We
join
also, we also have the don't execute on 3.
Yeah.
Because if the mayor's in play, don't execute on 3 and good will win.
Could you join a dead cult, like the cult of a dead cult leader?
What
No.
am I told? No.
That's how most
Right.
cults keep going, as far as I understand.
Yeah, that is true.
You know what?
That's-
I will
that's
give
my
the information that I've got because I think it's worthwhile.
Okay.
I am the chef,
Okay.
Mhm.
and there is one pair of evil players in the game.
One pair. Okay.
It's back!
Oh my god!
All
I
right,
don't get it.
Patrick, you look like you're wearing a durag.
But yeah, that's the information I've got.
Amazing.
One pair of evil players. So if I am the sailor, if there is a sailor in the game and they have poisoned me, now would be a good time to say it because
Would
then
be.
we have confirmation, one way or the other.
I mean, there could also be a poisoner that's poisoned you.
There could be a poison
You
or
could
poison.
have
I mean,
been given the correct information while drunk or poisoned.
Well,
Or you might be next to a dashi.
all right, guys. There's the information.
The dashi hasn't kicked in yet. So
I was
first
about to
night
ask
information
that.
with the dashi is fine.
But there you go.
Oh, so does
Patrick.
the dashi not? Does their poison effect not just come into play from the very beginning?
Oh, maybe it does. Stan?
It does say your 2 townsfolk neighbours are poisoned. Doesn't
Is-
I read
No,
it as
it's
just
not
being.
If it's got the little asterisks, it's not first night.
Yeah, so that is
It's
always.
two
Yeah, but
separate-
that's
The poison
but
is
that's who
always
dies.
It is
Okay,
the
okay,
death,
yeah.
it's at first night.
Okay,
I
so
have a
yeah, so
question.
actually, yeah, you could be dashi.
Is it a live townsfolk neighbours or just townsfolk neighbours?
Alive.
Okay.
Patrick, can I
And
see you in
the fact
the
it says
avatar?
townsfolk neighbours
Yes.
means I think that it skips over minions. If
So now that you've given your information, Patrick, Sugar's gonna kill you, which means the Count and John are gonna be.
Patrick's not here.
Yeah, he's already
He
been
left.
kidnapped.
Oh.
And it's gone.
Dan, could I get a confirmation about something about my role in the abandoned warehouse, please?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Roll if we
Patrick,
got
you're,
that
you're a
to
Johnny, dude.
So we haven't got any other information yet.
What did
And we haven't got
Patrick
any
come out as? I missed that actually.
Patrick came out as the chef and said there's one pair of evil players.
Oh yeah, shit. Sorry, I had that completely on the wrong taken. Stadius and Last Trigger, can I see you in the cemetery?
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
Here's what's concerning me, right?
Hmm.
Same with last set. Like, there's no reason to use side rooms. It only enables the spy to talk to the demon,
Pretty much.
Yeah, because we've got no new information to discuss at this point, do we?
right?
Hello.
Patrick, can I talk to you in the middle?
Yeah, I am the Pooker, by the way.
Only people I trust this game are Stevie and the Count.
So I'm just
Oh,
writing down
Stevie's gone now. Oh, it's just the Count then.
All right, so
Why do you trust the Count?
they didn't
Because
leave.
it's like the same as last set. There's no role that I can, unless I'm wrong, right? That can work out day one to be able to clear someone. In a
You are
side room.
wrong.
What, gambler?
Gambler can choose
No?
themselves, can't they? So they don't.
Yeah,
need
but
to-
why would you choose yourself?
Yeah, because you
Because
have to choose every
you have
night.
to
Oh,
choose
you
them.
have to?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Okay, yeah, like what do we? Okay, so I'm just writing down who's been with who. So Patrick and Steve. Who else was with Patrick?
I was with Patrick.
Okay, thank you. Plus Val. I'm trying to actually make some notes this time round.
Right.
Hello.
Oh, hey, so what have people been
Howdy.
discussing since we don't have anything to work with off as of yet?
I talked to Val about some.
Oh,
information.
actually, Count.
Mhm.
Do you want to go in the side room?
Not really. Why would I want to do that?
To get some more information.
I mean,
I
to be
think-
fair, at this point, count right. The spy will have told the demon what's up.
Yes, it's extremely
You
likely.
might as well use the side room.
I think you should probably go talk to Val.
Okay, where do you want to go, Val?
Moonlit Bridge.
How romantic, let's go.
Hello.
Well, hello there.
So, the reason I took Patrick into a room is because I'm the empath and none of my neighbors are evil. And with his information that there's a pair of evil players, they can only be from Sheep to Lustrigger. Those are the only people that could be sus.
Sheep to... Oh, I see. Oh, I see. So you've got a reading as the empath. Your neighbors are not evil.
Yes.
Okay, that's interesting.
So that means we can narrow down our search from Sheep, Fix, Stadius, John, and Nick.
Okay.
So that's kind of the thing, because based on where he is positioned, that could eliminate that. Basically, eliminated half the board for us.
Let's see. Just trying to make sure I understand this correctly. So yes, we've got Stevie, Val, Count, Patrick, all. Is there anything for anyone else, or is that still everyone else is still up in the air?
I think everyone else is up in the air because that's the only information we have. It's Patrick's public information and my private information I gave to you and Patrick.
Okay. That is good to know.
So unless you're the drunk and made me drunk.
Unless I'm the drunk and made you drunk?
Yeah, unless... Oh, sorry, the sailor.
I can... Okay, so I can tell you I'm not the sailor.
Okay, good enough.
But okay, no, that's definitely worth knowing. Alright. I
Cool.
am not going to be contributing information at this point. So...
I mean, even if you're not, at least you can be on the lookout for the people that could be sus.
Okay, well, that's fair enough.
So at least I did my part for town.
Yes, well, John, Nick, and Stadius all went into a room together on the first night, which seems a little straightforward, but they are they are the people who are like in the suspicious category.
I mean, they're still in there.
Yeah.
I mean, we could try and vote one out, see what happens. They're gonna say they're the goblin.
If your public claims the goblin when nominated and execute that day, your team wins. Okay, yeah, I mean, I feel like John is always one of the people who are incredibly hard to do anything to. So I wouldn't mind seeing them booted pretty early on. Let's see, so we've only got 2 evil people, right? There's no chance of there being 3.
Don't think so. Although the spy might register as good or outsider.
I don't think that changes the amount of people listed in the game, though.
I think it might.
We
can have a chat with.
Yeah, well, let's go up and ask since I think we're pretty much done here.
Okay, question. You would receive 1 townsfolk, 1 outsider.
I made 1 blunder as balloonist, so now I'm asking the best question.
You would receive 1
names.
townsfolk,
You would
1
receive
outsider.
2 names. Interesting.
See, I reckon you would have received 1 because it would have on purpose made you drunk.
I also believe that.
Please bear in mind that I kill people, so if I'm evil, so I'm pretty sure you're not going to live past night 2.
The balloonist wouldn't last very long.
Yeah, that is true.
Count, can I talk to you in the abattoir?
There's also no way to protect, is there?
Hello.
Hey, so okay.
I want to corroborate the information that Val has given you. What did he tell you?
So, yeah, I think I'm just trying to make sure I'm not doing anything stupid immediately, because I've done it before.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm having to reset my camera every single time. What a pain in the ass. There we go.
What, on your stream stuff?
Yes. Okay, so, yes, so Val gave, since I strongly get the impression he gave you the same information, I don't mind doing this, but he basically said that he tagged Stevie and myself as good.
Okay.
Is that what he told you?
He did say that to me, and from that I gleaned that he must be the empath.
Yes, I think that's a reasonable assumption.
Now, I'm not going to ask what role you are, but I would ask whether you are townsfolk or an outsider.
I am townsfolk.
Okay. And are you a one-time thing or an every day, night sort of thing?
Let me just check.
Yeah. I told my squad we gonna make it out. One way or the other. Yeah. I had some hoop dreams, but no jumping like a madam. My pen is
So I was looking for, like, because I don't want to give away more information than I need to here.
Then don't have to. Don't feel obligated. Well, I'm not gonna press you into it.
It's not something which necessarily should be concerning, I guess, is how I put it.
Okay. If you die, is it a problem?
It's not great. It's not the end of the world.
Okay. Cool. All right. No more questions from me. Let's head back up.
And had a chat, but then they kicked me out because they wanted a one-on-one. So
sorry, who wants a one-on-one?
So they did announce that they are. They did announce that they are.
Your camera is freaking.
Yeah,
out.
I was gonna.
Yeah, that's kind of sus.
It's the
He's
weird
red, he's red,
camera
that
right there.
Wait,
he got DDoS as he's
they
about
might
to
have
say.
disconnected. They may have
Everybody from the 313, put your motherfucking
No,
hands
back,
up and
back,
file on me.
Hey, yes.
Rooms are closed. Nominations are open. In the event of wishing to kill me off, you nominate me as normal, and I have to make a defense.
With just while now everyone's back, from talking to a few people, my information may not be reliable anymore.
Oh, interesting.
Oh no.
Okay.
There's plenty of ways that can happen as well, which sucks. Stan, is it possible that I could query you about my role very briefly?
Yes, you can have one question.
In the yep.
Thick's evil. I feel it in my bones.
For sure.
I mean, there's no roles here that he's not played with. That's what's confusing me.
Oh,
maybe he just has a question.
Apart from maybe the no dashi.
I
I
don't think the no dash is.
I put my stream into general in case you've got any friends who want to watch.
I might message some of my friends. Good idea.
My beard is grim. Anyone got anything?
I don't think we nominate. I don't think there's no pressure like when there's
Not
a
at this
to
point.
nominate.
Patrick,
Yeah.
Patrick, do you want to join my cult?
I don't think I do.
Okay, I'm nominating Patrick.
Wow.
I will hear an accusation.
Alright, so here it is. He's got Chef's hat. He's obviously trying to make the Bakers Guild to rival my cult with his own cult. I don't like that.
Brilliant defense.
No.
Words fail.
Wait, why is this voting? What's going on here?
I joined the cult, and so if the cult leader says we're voting
it's a bad idea to join the
hands
cult
are
because you don't know what thick is.
Yeah.
I joined the cult. He asked right at the start, and I said, yeah, I'd be down.
Okay.
I don't know what Stevie is, so.
Yeah, Stevie or Thick could be evil.
Yeah, I have no idea. I didn't say that it was a logical or sensible thing to do, but I joined the cult.
Okay.
Once you're in, you're in.
As long as there isn't more than or equal to 5, I'm happy for whatever meme you want to continue down the road of.
Yeah, self-appointed spokesperson of the Latter-day Saints of Death Town. We have a good saying that's unity or death. So you either join or you die.
What you're saying, Patrick, is there's not enough votes for you to claim to be the goblin.
I'm not going to claim to be the goblin. I've claimed to be the chef. I'm happy with my role.
But if you were dying, you would.
I don't think I would if I was dying.
John and Nick, what did you discuss when you kicked Arcadius out?
Just a little theory on outsiders.
Yeah.
Anything that you can kind of, without naming names or anything, could you explain what this theory entails?
Not at this point. Later on, we can.
Is it to do with the numbers of outsiders or the outsiders potentially in play?
The numbers of outsiders.
Right. Okay.
And therefore the outsiders in play.
Because obviously balloonist would mean all. Yeah.
All 3. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you can't knock down the drunk.
quick question. Do you trust Stadius? Do you think Stadius is a good townsfolk?
Well,
I
he's in
haven't
my
even
cult, so
spoken.
yeah.
I haven't even spoken to sheep. How would they know?
Oh, I thought you did.
No,
Stadius was with me and John.
Oh, then I would not
10
do the thing I was
seconds on
going to do.
nomination.
Were you going to nominate me?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, fair enough.
Do we think we should nominate Stan?
No.
Not right
no.
now.
So,
With
He hasn't
that,
done anything.
Day draws to an end. No one dies yet.
That will change. Jesus,
Da-da-da.
God, that will change.
alright. So that's an interesting start. I don't really know what to make of this, honestly. So I'm not sure why Patrick thinks his information is wrong. The cult leader stuff really throws stuff for a loop. We haven't actually thought too much about the demons so far. So we've got standard imp. So imp special power to kill itself to transfer its properties to someone else. So Zombul will kill someone because we didn't kill someone. No Dashi is... So each of our ones have got... So the only difference between a lot of this stuff is... We actually got... Yeah, it's more the more straightforward ones, I guess, compared to some of the other stuff. Oh, let me boost my microphone up a bit because it's way too low. There we go. Hopefully that's a little bit better. I don't know, I'll just try talking a little bit more forcefully. So, all of our ones... So, Zombul is anyone who doesn't kill someone if we execute. The other two will kill someone each round. So there's quite possibly a poison in players. So this set is going to be fairly heavy on being poisoned. So it's quite likely that the spy is... Wait, so there's... Actually, sorry, there's only one minion, so... We don't know. So there's no way for the spy and poisoner to work together. So evil... Yeah, so if there is a spy, there's no way to actively choose who to poison.
Morning,
Oh, never mind.
everybody.
Hello.
Morning, Mr. Barker.
Murder, most horrid, most not happening last night.
No
death?
No death.
Interesting.
Okay, how does that happen?
Well,
Zombul?
either Stan
No.
has chosen not to kill someone, or Zombul.
Stan, can you choose not to kill someone?
I mean, also, someone could have
He
hit
said
the
he cannot.
sailor, and the
He can't.
sailor who is
I have
invincible.
to target someone. That's what I was saying.
He can target the sailor who's invincible.
The Zombul
Okay.
only doesn't kill someone if somebody died during the day.
Sure. Okay.
Isn't
We
it
didn't
the
execute
other way
anyone, so I
around?
don't think.
If we don't execute someone, the zombie will kill someone.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
So
Yeah.
does that mean the Zombul is not in play because they would have had to have chosen someone unless they accidentally chose the sailor? In which case, it could still be the Zombul and they chose the sailor.
Sure.
I
It's
hate
less
this
likely.
game.
It's less likely though.
What that has confirmed is there is a sailor in play.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe
Yeah.
so.
Well, no,
I have
because
a
Stan
feeling-
had said that they have to kill someone each night, so Stan would have had to at least have picked an invincible character to kill to get away with not killing someone in the night.
But the sailor
So
could
it's
have potentially.
confirmed we have a sailor and they weren't drunk.
John
never-
and Count, can I talk to you in the abattoir?
Sure, why not?
John and Count. Hello.
Hello. No,
I
fix the
invited
count.
John. Does he want to come? Hearing out Arcadius, so I'll let them carry on with that. I have a feeling you are the sailor.
Okay. What
Clarifying,
makes you think
because I
that?
didn't realise that Stan would kill someone if there was no evil.
the reason I believe you're the sailor was because Patrick said he's been told his information might not be accurate, and the only person I saw Patrick go into a room with was yourself.
Okay. So why are you sharing this with me?
To try and confirm you are the sailor.
I mean, I feel like that's not something I should just be giving out. Like, what you... Also, hey John.
Hiya,
you're right.
I have, and John can back up with this, when we were in a conversation with Ark, I've come out and said I am an outsider. I don't want to say what outsider I am.
Okay, so you're saying an outsider. I'm just going to remind myself what the outsiders are. So, drunk, you wouldn't know about it, saint or klutz. Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
It's up to you, John, if you want to reveal your role or not.
I've only told Nick and Stadius, but I'm... Okay, if we create our own little cabal of good players here, hopefully. I'm trusting you in this, Nick.
I mean, my logic here was I believe the Count is the sailor because Patrick said I believe my information might be incorrect from conversations I've had, and the only person Patrick went off into a room with on his own was Count. So I believe that Count said he was the sailor.
Okay, well, I'm the Slayer.
Okay.
So only the three of you know that, and I'm gonna try and keep that tight-lipped now. I want to avoid being targeted if we do have a demon.
Okay, interesting. Well, at least in this game we've got like a moderate chance of randomly slaying, as opposed to before where it was like, well, that's a waste of time.
Yeah.
Oh, with the little monster, yeah, that was dumb.
Yeah.
Are you the sailor, or are you something else?
Alright, well, I'm not sure you guys can be like a huge amount of information that sort of really means too much for anything, because we've got a role that is extremely easy to fake, and one which doesn't really sort of change too much about how the game is played.
I mean, I get given the roles you get given.
I mean, whether you were Saint or Klutz, I guess
Effectively the same. From townsfolk's perspective, those
Yeah,
are basically the same.
Yeah, from townsfolk perspective, there's nothing there. From the demon and the bad side, there's obviously a difference. But
okay. I'm not really sure what I'm kind of getting out of giving you guys any confirmation on that at this point. Like,
I mean,
okay.
You know,
I just got invited in here.
I just wanted to confirm if it was you, but otherwise I was going to go around and see if I could find who was willing to own up to be it, because we know there's one in play. So
that's fair enough. I'd be surprised if someone's just going to kind of come right out and say it, but I mean, sorry, I'm just kind of trying to understand in general.
I mean, there's a 50-50 chance that the sailor is invincible, so even if they come out to the demon, there's a 50-50 chance that the demon can't kill them.
But like, what do they get out of telling people that they're sailor?
It's narrowing down what we've got in play.
Okay.
So obviously, we want to and this is the way I play this game. I want to fill my board as quickly as I can, and then start finding the contradicting information.
Alright, well, I think I would try and... yeah, that doesn't seem like the way which I want to play it, at least in terms of admitting a role that's so important for the rest of the game.
Okay.
So, I will pass this time round, but thank you for your consideration.
Okay.
If we think there's a poisoner in play.
Oh.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
They've won their bluffs.
All good.
Why did John come in here with you and then instantly go back to Nick?
I don't know. They wanted information out of me. I decided not to give it to them.
My man.
You big meanie.
Al, would you like a chat?
Me?
Yeah.
Where would you like to have this chat?
Go. Name a room.
Church cemetery.
Okay.
Nick's just taking random people, and he was just like, "Oh, do you want me to bring people in here?" And I'm like, "I mean, I don't know why you keep bringing, or why you've invited me along with people."
He did that to Sadius.
Yeah, it's a. I'm not really sure what the idea is there. I guess it's a pressure by numbers kind of approach.
I guess he trusts me. That's why he brought me
Nick
in.
tries to talk to everybody. That's kind of his style. He just tries to talk to everybody at least once.
Yeah, I mean, I think I will try it a little bit more. In fact, Stadius, why don't we go have a chat? I don't know, nothing to do for a while.
Oh God.
Steve, I haven't spoken to you yet.
Wow.
I think they're calling back rooms.
Oh, is everyone coming back now?
No, Stan just didn't like
Quick,
us being
quick,
together.
run away, quick.
Alright, Abattoir.
We were supposed to be going to have
Oh, no, apparently no
Small rooms
romantic
are-
trysts.
Small rooms are closed, and Nick and Val will be rejoining it in a moment. And then nominations video.
Oh,
So, have we gotten anywhere during the course of this day?
I think me,
I never
Stevie,
get
and
invited to
and Thick
rooms.
have some information.
I'll invite
Okay.
you.
I would be so interested to know what you are,
Tell you the big
Stadius.
secret.
would you indeed?
Yeah, it would inform my role of whether I want to nominate Thick or not.
I'd love to know what I am as well, but you know, life just don't hand you those cards
Well,
sometimes.
this is so weird. This is a choice thing to say.
How do? That might be a conversation for another time.
Does anybody else want to join my cult?
Not until. No.
I don't really understand the cult
Can you
stuff.
stop
Oh,
creating
wait,
your own?
Just to
Red
clarify, Patrick, you're concerned about joining the cult in the fear that I'm evil.
Correct.
So what makes Stevie not evil?
Nothing in particular that I'm willing to
Right.
share.
Well,
Which was exactly my response when he said that he was worried about you being evil.
is
I
it
was like,
based on the conversation that we had in the small room?
No.
So there's okay. I'm a bit.
There is other information that corroborates Stevie's goodness.
Right. Okay. Is it a conversation that? Who did Val? Who did you speak to on the first night? Was it not?
He spoke to Count.
Oh, that's true.
Yep.
Okay.
Count talking to Val at the end.
I still have no kind of. I've got nothing.
Nothing's
on
really
with
changed, has it,
people.
between rounds?
Yeah, that's the thing. Well, no one died, so we don't really lose a day, I guess. Sheik just gets to put out more flyers on his.
We're up one.
on his cult. Like, join
Do
my
you have a
weed
name
cult.
for your cult?
It's 420, so he can be the weed cult.
Stan, just to check
The anti-bread guild cult.
for the cult leader, it says if all good players choose to join your cult, your team wins. So that includes dead good players.
That is correct.
Okay, and your team wins is dependent on your
Whichever team the
alignment.
cult leader is aligned
Whichever
with.
alignment.
Okay, that just doesn't seem.
10 seconds remain on nomination.
Do you receive information of whether you're good or evil?
yeah,
They
he
do.
knows. Yeah, he knows.
I know what I am. I know if I'm good or evil.
Are you good or
And
evil?
he'll play to win, so he'll play
it
to win with
changes.
good or play to win with evil.
And it changes.
Yeah.
And with that, no nominations being forthcoming, I send you all off to sleep.
But hey, at least there's a relatively short amount of time between rounds. I'm getting a very strong evil vibe out of John and Lutstriger in this game. Like, Lutstriger trying to get the sailor admission out of someone just seems like, that just seems like it's going to disadvantage the good team for the sailor to be a known quantity. So we could have a balloonist. So we've managed to get through 2 nights without the balloonist being murdered. So that's good. That's a good start. So the longer the game goes in that particular respect, the better. Otherwise, yeah, I don't know. So if I was targeted, then I would have bounced my kill off onto somebody else. And I guess it's possible it went onto the seller, but it just seems so unlikely. That would seem like Stan intentionally trying to make the game more confusing on purpose. So I'm going to assume that's not the case. So the only person who could have been targeted was the sailor, and the evil team know who they targeted. So that's a little bit weird, actually. Let's have a look and see, Mayor. What's the general strategy here? I know, Saga. It's a manageably sized town. It's crazy. Okay. Best not to reveal that you're mayor till late game.
Waiting on a response from someone.
So watch out for someone being confused when someone does die because they might have been targeting me. So we need to figure out if we're a drunk or not. Because we can throw the game if we are the drunk.
Hello, everybody. It's morning time, isn't it?
Lord love a
Don't know what that voice was, but I hated it.
Morning.
Anyway, that's all I have to say.
Yeah, sorry. I'll shut up.
No, it's fine. Feel free, chat.
No death?
No death.
Oh, Stan, small sidebar
Stevie Thick, please.
You would like a sidebar?
Saga's
Oh,
saying,
no.
Saga's saying that he can join in at
Can I come
half
along,
10 if they're still
Patrick?
playing.
Or... Never mind.
Sorry, say that again from Peter?
Saga says he can join in at half 10 if there's a game going at that point.
Yeah, we'd love to have him join us if we're still playing.
Cool.
Thank you. Stadius, do you want to have that trip to the Avatar?
No, you're alright now. You dragged me up here. Here I'll stay. I was being invited. I was being invited out, and I was excited.
I was going to tell you my big secret, but...
Oh, go on then. Where do you want to go?
You said no. You said no. Like that Busted song.
I'll tell you my big secret if you tell me yours.
Oh, let's go to the Avatar. Let's go.
Did you and Nick, did you and Val finish your conversation yesterday? Were you rudely interrupted by a certain storyteller?
Yeah, we finished our conversation.
Okay. Okay,
John?
then I've not spoken to...
Would you be willing to come
Yeah,
to the
you said
old
this.
mill?
Yes.
Thank you.
You see, we're now a rival cooking guild. Instead of baking bread,
We break
cook-
bread.
I mean, we do. We cook meat, not bread. Bread's for
Okay.
sinners.
So we've got like quite a
Wow.
big kind of clump developing on both sides here, don't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Saga
Interesting.
shot me. Oh.
I mean,
Watch
I'm down for winning. All you have to do is join my cult.
Yeah, but depending on where you are,
Definitely all be in the cult by
you are
now.
guaranteed a win, but half the people aren't.
Val, can I talk to you in the cemetery?
Yes. Hello.
Hey, I decided to come down here because I feel like it's just kind of a bit of a waste of time in that main room.
Yeah, probably.
Because everyone's just... So, I'm just kind of curious as to how you're seeing the game at the moment, because we've got like a group in the old mill all kind of developing. I am very, very sus of John and Lustriger in this game, because they tried to kind of strong arm the sailor admission out of me. And I was like, that just doesn't seem like a thing that the good guy team would really want.
I think that's what they asked me when that's what Nick asked me when he got me into a room last night.
Yeah.
Like, are you the sailor? Or am I the sailor, then are you the sailor?
Yeah, so that's what I've been going around asking everyone. Because I think... The thing is, I'm trying to work this out. So if the bad guy players targeted the sailor, then they would know that they targeted someone and they didn't die. So they should know who the sailor is, which is why this whole thing is a bit confusing, because I still feel like they're the bad guys, but I don't know why they would bother trying to find out who the sailor
Why
is.
do they target someone twice? Maybe they're trying to kill the sailor just...
The sailor isn't always invincible because they can make themselves drunk.
Yeah, that'd be the only reason to target them twice.
Yeah, because you've got to target someone, I believe, and we haven't even got any bodies to make it so you can have the fake out kill. So they must have targeted the sailor twice.
The thing is, they're fishing for information, and Nick said he's not an information gathering class.
Yes, he said
he's useless to the town.
Yeah, Lustriger, he said he was a saint or klutz.
I mean, who the fuck chooses two roles?
Well, he said he was an outsider, and obviously he wouldn't know if he was a drunk. I think it might be worth trying to get, because we've only got we've got 2 outsiders, right?
Yes.
So it's pretty reasonably likely that someone is the drunk. So that's pretty we've not had anyone else. Sorry, has anybody else come out and said they were an outsider as of yet? Or has anyone even tried to find that out?
Not that I'm aware.
Okay, that might be a piece of
I still need to
information
catch up with Stevie at some point because I haven't caught up with him.
Yes, I would like to talk to Steve as well, because as far as you're saying, you can kind of clear him. Unless, of course, you're drunk, which is possible, but...
In that case, it's not my fault.
Yeah. I mean, I was looking at the place that we've got, because there's only one evil minion. Either the node, if we've got poison in play, the poisoner doesn't have the spy to rely on, so they couldn't just choose the best person to poison. And so that makes it fairly unlikely you were poisoned.
Although if the spy is on the board, he's not going to show up. I did check that with Stan.
Yes, that's true.
There could be 2 minions.
So say on the evil player count, it doesn't show up. You sure? Because that changes things.
That's what Stan said.
Okay, I just want to go back. I just want to double check that, because that seems like that's incredibly important.
Yeah, go for it.
Stan, can I just check something with you?
It's what I'd react to most naturally.
If there is a spy in play, do they show up as a? How does that work with the player count in the game?
You see that there's a minion in play, and they might register as good or evil or essentially anything for someone, for instance, for any information gap.
Okay, but they don't show up as a good player on the actual...
They do.
Okay.
Would they show up as good for the balloonist, potentially?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Could you be given 2 minions?
They could show up as good for the balloonist.
I never thought about that. So a balloonist could get... if in theory, if there was a set that was made this way, they could get 2 minions and 2 outsiders if there was a recluse showing and a spy showing as good.
Yeah.
And then the actual minion and the actual outsider. That could be some really funky information.
Hi.
Stadius, can I talk to you in the church cemetery?
Sure.
Hey, how's it going and stuff? I realise we haven't actually talked to each other at all.
All good.
So where are you sitting in this game at the moment? Because we're not really kind of progressing anywhere right now.
I'm in that horrible catch-22 of trying to do enough to not get executed, because it's really important that I don't. I need to stay alive a bit longer. And but I'm also trying to not say enough to mean that I get killed off by the demon, because that would be equally as annoying.
I mean, I feel like... Okay, I don't know how many people you said that to so far, but that basically narrows you down to 1 player.
No, because I'm not the balloonist, so okay. I'm able to be cryptic enough about what I'm trying to achieve here. But it's not. The problem is I've got to say as little and enough as possible. So I'm just in that classic position of being like, I don't want to say what I am. I also don't want to be voted off. I also don't want to die, so I can't bluff as anything particularly important. So I'm confused.
I'm trying to figure out who that could even be, because the only one. So if you're not balloonist, I don't know what kinds of roles that could even be. Like the gambler, or
now that doesn't really matter, does it?
I'm genuinely confused as to what if you're saying it. Everything you're saying suggests balloonist, and there's nothing else like the balloonist in here.
No.
So why would you need to stay alive for longer?
You're thinking that I need to stay alive for longer to get more information. You're thinking about it the wrong way. That's not the point. What are you? What's going on? Why?
Guys, 30 seconds on small rooms.
Alright. Why should I even be having this conversation with you? Why should I trust you?
I think, well... If you talk to... This is tricky. We're getting really divided up into... We basically got a town square in the old mill now. And I'm kind of troubled about this because it feels like every time this has happened where like a group has kind of coalesced, it's always had at least one evil player inside it. And therefore the whole game gets screwed because half the people are getting shut out of the conversation entirely. And that almost certainly includes at least one good player.
Yes.
I would say there are people I can... I've been talking to...
Do you want to tell me what you are?
I don't... Not yet.
Okay.
I thought I'd managed to kind of build a relationship with Patrick and Val, but I don't know if that's actually the case because I'm not in the conversations anymore. But okay, so you want to stick around.
I need to stick around. Just you don't need to worry about me. Just leave me.
It sounds like you're claiming to be the mayor.
No, well, no. I'm just saying. Just leave me alone.
Come back, guys.
All right.
Leave me alone.
Thank you.
Rooms are now closed, and before I open them nominations up, it is my job to announce you that as we have had 2 days and 2 nights without death, if today, tonight, and tomorrow daytime pass without death, the game is over, and it will end in a tie if I am not evil, and it will end in my victory if I am.
Sorry, so if today, tonight, and tomorrow day?
Correct.
Okay,
so all of those pass without death.
I nominate the Count.
I'll hear an accusation.
I think to the people that I've discussed it to, this nomination makes sense. The Count has been reluctant, not just with me, but with other people, to talk about what his role is specifically. And I would be very interested if he would like to say his role now.
Uninterrupted defense.
Well, I've got a role that doesn't benefit from other people knowing about it. So I was saying this before that there seems to have been a. I was saying to say this, like there seems to have been a group growing in the old mill, which I'm almost certain has got at least one evil player inside of it. I don't know what information it is you've got which makes me suspicious, because as far as I'm aware, there has been nothing of that that's come up so far. The fact that I don't want to give my identity away, I don't understand why that's suspicious, because for me and for other roles as well, you wouldn't want to give that information away at this stage in the game. So I'm very confused as to why I'm getting accused.
I'm a little confused also because I thought that no one has come forward as being the sailor, so I thought that your information being unreliable, Patrick, had come from Count, as he was the only person you spoke to alone on day one. I thought that meant Count had told you he was the sailor.
I had also talked to Val.
You also spoke to Val?
I also don't trust Val.
Stan, can the sailor die to execution?
Yes.
So I still genuinely don't know, why am I being targeted?
Oh, hold on. Not unless they're drunk, by the way.
Yeah, 50-50 chance as to whether they can die.
That's good to know.
When does the drunk...
I would have thought some other people would vote for this, but okay.
Night till
I mean, if I had thought there was maybe I need to have a conversation next night about what your reasoning is here, because I'm really confused.
I nominate Patrick.
Okay.
Okay. Not only for time am I nominating this, that's the main reason, but also as part of the Bread Guild. He is the rival cult. But mainly for time.
I'll hear defense.
I'm not a bread chef.
A baker is the word you're looking for.
I don't fucking know. I'm not a baker either. Your man's a fishmonger. I collect and cook fish.
Discussion is open.
He's accused the wrong person, the wrong chef.
I think I got the wrong chef, guys.
Oh, okay.
Thanks, I appreciate that.
Arguably though, do we get a kill in now while it's early, so we can stop the stalemate from happening?
We've got one more day to do that with.
We do have to make a kill tomorrow, I think, is my understanding.
Yeah. So I was just wondering if it was better to do it early or better to do it tomorrow.
And obviously,
what day are we on? We're on day 3, right?
0 votes, not enough for
Is there a
anything.
balloonist who has 4 names at this point?
Wouldn't it be one more night?
One more night. One more night.
Oh, one more night. Okay.
Tomorrow night. Yeah, tomorrow.
It feels like we can wait till that point. Has anyone got any more information to share at this stage? Or are we just still sitting on our hands for the time being?
10 seconds on nominations.
I would. I'd like to nominate myself to just quickly explain something.
Accusation?
Mainly is that if there was a balloonist in play and they were if there was someone who was bluffing balloonist as a good person, there would be no reason to try and pretend that there is 4 roles, like that they received 4 names, because Stan obviously could be the only evil person in play, so there would be no reason to try and justify that there are more than that there are evil players in play and not just Stan. Hopefully that made sense.
Sort of.
That's just
you're basically appealing to any good player who might be thinking of claiming balloonist when they're not, to not screw us over by giving us false
giving us 4 names, you imply that obviously an evil person would do that as well, or they would say that they only received 2 names, but no balloonist. And to my understanding, there is no balloonist in play. I would just like to say that now, that even if you are good and bluffing it, do not give us there is no need to bluff it, because it
With
just
0 votes, not enough for an execution. Nominations open for 5 more seconds.
Has anyone come out as an outsider publicly as of yet?
Not to my knowledge.
With 0 more nominations, town goes to sleep.
Alright, muted, back to that. Hey, Simeon Costello, thank you for following. Saga, what do you think of the game so far? I was very sus of Nick, but now I'm not certain. I'm gonna try and have a conversation with Patrick tomorrow to try and figure out why it is they've gone after me. And why they don't think that Val's information is good. Because I presume the reason why they've gone after me is because they think Val's information is no good, though why I've really got to try and get in and talk to Saint Thick, Stadius, or Stevie, because there's the big conglomerate going on, and I think it feels like it's not headed in the positive direction. We are going to have to make an execution next night, and it's probably going to have to be of a good player. I still don't understand why nobody is dying, though. I presume Stan's doing this in some way to try and mess with us? So, I don't know. I think the evil team may well try to tie the vote tomorrow. So that will be interesting. Though that would only... I guess the biggest reason why there would not be any deaths is because there aren't any good... there aren't any evil players. That's supported somewhat by the information so far. That Lustriger, if they were the demon and they were trying to find the sailor, they should know who the sailor is. Because they targeted them.
Good morning, everybody. It's happened.
Oh
it's
no.
Finally happened.
Someone dead.
My pizza is cooked. I'm going to go and get it in just a moment. But first, let me tell you that Val's dead. Bye.
Nice.
I think that's an imp self kill.
Did you know you were dead, Val, because you didn't get information you were expecting last night? Yeah, okay. Because you had your you had your hood up for a void said it.
Okay.
Yeah, but when I heard good morning and like, what's my message? I'm like,
I think
what were you, if you're willing to say?
I think at this point there's no harm in revealing. I was the empath.
And what were your pings
Both my
each night?
neighbors are good.
Patrick, I don't know if are you willing to say publicly why did you think that Val's information was wrong?
I don't have a specific reason to think Val's information wrong. I just think it's convenient to protect you.
Okay. That doesn't seem like a terribly strong reason.
So just to clarify that,
well, if I don't trust
your information that Stevie is good is from Val.
That is fair. Yeah.
So
yes.
So
is there a balloonist who wishes to come forward with information?
This is the time to do it, isn't it?
Yeah.
This would be the day.
So the only way my information could be wrong is if either my neighbors are one of them is a spy and would register as good, or I've been drunk all the other previous nights, or I am the drunk.
Or there's a no dash.
Or there are no evil.
There has been a lot of information that suggests that there's no evils so far.
If there's no evil, then I would like to know your role now, Count.
If there is no evil, then Patrick has to. If there is no evil, then Patrick has to be drunk. So there should be a balloonist in play.
Not necessarily, no.
Why-
It doesn't have to be a balloonist.
Could someone?
No, I think I know what's going on there.
If he
Right.
was the drunk.
Wasn't.
No, we are
Stevie,
under
I think
the
you have to say.
drunk.
I think you have to say what you are.
I'm the sailor, by the way.
Sorry, the what?
Okay.
I'm the sailor.
Had you made Patrick drunk the first night?
Night one. Yeah.
Patrick first
Okay,
night,
cool. Got ya.
second night, John third night, and Count last night.
Okay. That
Wait, who did
adds,
you-
that would add for Patrick's incorrect information. So I guess the
If
final
it's
question is, what is Nick?
Because again,
Yeah,
I'm the
again,
the gambler. And what have you guessed so far?
I have guessed myself every night.
I am more than willing to join the cult, cult of sheep.
yeah,
let's join the
fuck it.
cult.
I'll join the cult.
Hang on, just to clarify, Stan, if we all join the cult and sheep is good, do we win?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm in.
Alright, I'm in.
Join the cult.
Good would win.
Do I?
Can we do
I get some kind of prize for being an early adopter? Is
No,
it like
it's-
Bitcoin?
It's
I got
like
in early.
There's
so
no
now I
special
like-
treatment. There's no special treatment in a cult. That's the point.
Stan,
Of
do you
course
want to
there
do?
is. There's a hierarchy.
Stan, do you want to do a roll
No.
call then, maybe?
I'm a deacon now.
Oh, okay.
This is how it works. There will be a vote. Sheep does not need to vote. If everybody else puts their hands up on this will not cost you a ghost vote, by the way. If everybody that is good puts their hands up on this, and
On the game.
then
Wait,
essentially,
why are we doing
Now,
this?
put your hand up.
Because
The people just don't want to play the game anymore.
currently, by all the information we have,
Count.
there-
Put your
there
hand
is-
up. Count.
there
Put your
there
hand
is
up.
no evil in play. So this is a
Even
quick
if-
way to
Shouldn't
end
we?
it without having to kill
If
off
that is
Stan.
true, shouldn't we be executing
It's not
Stan?
evil. This is
No,
Is
because
this your way of saying you're evil, Count?
Is it?
Count's evil.
Counts
Well,
evil.
we'll
Oh,
find out
man.
now. Because if he is, then we've still won. Whereas if he's good, we've lost.
We
No,
can.
no,
We can vote to join the cult.
Yeah,
and,
because all
no,
good
it's
players.
completed.
you got. I can.
No.
I can come and join the cult at any time.
And
At
my
this
game
point, I don't
continues.
understand
The game
why everybody's
continues.
joining the cult.
The vote was completed, not that it has gone through.
Man.
So, okay,
All
so guys,
good players
guys,
didn't vote to join the
yeah,
cult.
all good players did not vote to join. Because if all good players vote to join,
Or-
one of the
or-
two teams
Or
wins.
one
or-
second.
Or he's drunk.
Or
No,
Yes,
or he's
right.
not the cultist.
he's not the cult leader.
yeah, which is what we have been thinking.
Or
But
the
at
count-
this point, with everything that has been going on and being said and the accusations that have been flying, the fact that Count was the only person who didn't and it didn't end the game.
It could even be Count covering for sheep by not
the
voting.
really simple explanation is that the count is on Team Good and just simply didn't vote.
There were three
But
options.
that isn't no, because that also requires Sheep to either not be the cult leader.
No.
no,
If everybody is good and Count didn't join, then it carries on as normal.
Yeah.
That's option 1. Option 2 is that Sheep isn't the cult leader, and option 3 is that Sheep is drunk.
Sheep could even be drunk and seeing himself as the cult leader.
Yes,
Yeah.
that could happen.
That is how drunk.
I still.
Oh, I thought you meant specifically on that night.
I still don't.
Oh, he
Question
could-
for you. Who did you make drunk the second night?
Second night was Synthetic.
Me. And I have not deviated from my statements.
Because this is what I'm thinking right now. First night, if there is a demon, let's say they accidentally chose Stevie. Let's assume random chance chose Stevie to die. Stevie was the drunk. Stevie was the sailor. He was immune. Second night, no one died.
Yeah, they should.
There's no way that we can go 2 nights without a death unless Stevie is the sailor.
Or
Yes,
unless
that's what I'm
someone
saying.
is the state.
I'm saying the person that's the sailor made drunk the second night round could be the demon. That's my
True.
argument.
Yes.
That would be extremely unlikely, though, wouldn't it?
Or the first round.
Well,
Or the first round.
It's a
First
kind of a
or
50-50.
second.
Or the demon was desperately trying to kill the sailor.
Yes.
Yeah, like the triple tap. And then he just gave up and shot the guy next to him.
It's a 50-50 each time. Like.
Sorry, Stan,
Yeah, yeah.
Well,
can you just
in
remind me
theory.
of what happens if we execute you again? Oh, sorry, I didn't realize you were eating your pizza.
Who? If we
Stan.
execute Stan.
Yeah.
If we execute Stan and he's good, we lose. If we
Okay.
execute Stan and he's evil, we win.
Well, if there are no evil players,
Yeah.
and we execute Stan,
I
we
don't
win.
think
If
Stan
there
can
are-
be. Don't think Stan can be evil, and there are evil players. I think
That is
that
correct.
would be
Yes.
So, if you kill me and I am the only evil, everybody wins apart from me. If you kill me and I'm not evil, town and outsiders lose, and myself and any evil win.
So,
Can we nominate you on different nights?
Yes.
so isn't joining the cult and also voting for Stan both on the assumption that there's only good players in the game?
No, evil can join the cult, and we still win as good.
From
If
where I'm
all
sitting,
leaders
unless
good.
Stevie
Wait,
is...
the evil
If he
evil
is good.
evil gets to join the cult. If all good players join, your team wins. So evil don't win if they join the cult.
They don't win,
Yeah.
but they can
But
join.
they can't join.
Yeah,
they can. They
still
can
win.
They can suggest.
It's
joining.
irrelevant
The
if
cult-
they do join.
My team
Yeah.
always wins, basically.
So
Also,
if we
I'd
know-
like to point out that Count not voting meant that the vote didn't go through. So his vote meant that the vote didn't count.
Or
Or
sheep is not.
Sheep
the
is not the cult leader,
But yeah,
or
that's
sheep
what I'm
is
saying.
drunk.
If
So
we,
there's three options.
assuming that Stevie is telling the truth, which by all accounts I think he is, Count, we should just vote Sheep in as cult leader, and if the game continues, then we.
I mean, I
butcher
think
Sheep.
it's a
we
once
mutton
a
for-
day call.
Yeah,
to
yeah.
join. So we can't do it till tomorrow.
But what,
I am
We did
closing
last
small
night,
rooms
didn't
and opening nominations.
Oh,
We
we
didn't have small rooms. Oh no.
From my
my
understanding,
suggestion
from my
would be-
understanding, sheep can't be drunk.
He could be the drunk.
No,
He
from
could
my
be.
understanding, he can't be the drunk either.
John,
Why?
I thought
Why-
maybe I'm. I thought.
Why
you
can't he
could
be the drunk?
I was given information that suggests that isn't possible.
I said I don't believe there's a drunken play.
I don't believe there's a drunken play either. I'm just
So-
wanting to
Then,
verify why.
then
So
I'd
then-
ask the question: do you have the understanding that there are two players that have claimed to be outsiders, and that you are under the assumption that they have roles that aren't the drunk? So they have come-
After speaking to everyone in this game, apart from Sheep and Val, yeah.
One of them's a liar.
I was going to say,
Okay.
I only.
You never asked me out.
But
Yeah,
either way,
no, I've not spoken to Sheep and I've not spoken to Val.
Okay, so
I've just been collecting followers in the main room the whole game.
10 seconds on nominations.
I mean, the
But that
safe
means-
one
I
here
would
is we
like
either kill
to-
Patrick or kill Sheep. Who do we want to go for?
I
Why
would
do we
like to
need to
nominate
do it?
sheep.
Well, we don't need to.
I'd
rush
like to
on
Unless
nominate
you want
sheep.
to roll it on Stan, if you want to buy
I'd nominate
time, we
sheep.
kill one of those two.
Or not kill anyone.
nominate
Someone's
sheep.
yeah,
already
why do we need to kill
nominate-
him?
We don't
Here,
kill
accusation
anyone.
for anyone.
Oh, hang on. Yeah, sorry. Someone already died.
Accusation from
I forgot
Patrick.
Val died. I
Yeah, we're
forgot
not
Val
under
died.
the have to kill anyone.
Accusation from Patrick.
I think Count is evil, which means we would have won if Sheep was the cult leader, which makes me think he's not the cult leader.
But does that mean Val was drunk then, with his information?
Depends if you wish.
That's just what the rival cult leader would say.
I think
Right.
Count might be Nodash.
And-
Uninterrupted.
And to prevent you from making a mistake, because I want to win, I'm gonna pretend I'm the goblin. So I'm the goblin.
He might be the goblin.
He could be, and especially since why would you say that you're the goblin and rather than say you're the saint
I
if you're a
wanna
good
die, I
person?
want to win.
Well, you could say you're the saint.
Yeah,
If-
and this is a winning play for either
good
side
point.
of the game. Actually.
Wait, no. If I say I'm the saint, then we lose.
No, yeah,
Only
but
if you are the saint.
we also lose if we vote you off as goblin. But you just have more shade on you if you say you're the goblin.
I mean,
If
he
I
could
say I'm
be.
the saint and you vote me
Yeah.
off, we lose.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's just as effective of it's it's a deterrent both ways.
Except for the fact we say there isn't.
Execution. Nominations remain open for 10 seconds.
We did say there's no drunk in the
I
game.
would
so
like to
he must
nominate
know there's a
Saint
saint in the game.
Sorry, Val, who was that?
Saint Vic.
Well, that's really tough because you're dead.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I can't nominate people. Fuck.
Why would you want to I nominate myself.
Okay, I'll hear your accusation.
I'd like to hear Val's reasoning for why he'd want to nominate me.
I'll hear your defense.
I'll give you a defense first.
Go on, Val.
Basically, I'm trying to get a few people off the board, which would have been more impactful if I was still fucking alive, but I forgot I died. And I'm still going on the theory that if Stevie, as the sailor, made you drunk, the second time round you could be the demon.
How
still...
would getting rid of Thick be good for you as the empath?
Yeah, that doesn't make a lot of sense.
It doesn't.
I love not defending myself and still being like the most correct person.
I can't.
Yeah, I stand by my Count Val nomination.
0 votes, not enough for an execution nomination.
I died in the night.
I'm still.
Should we double tap? Should we double tap Val?
Imp self kill.
Should we double tap Val?
I would like to nominate Val. Sure.
Yeah.
Oh, Val dead during the night.
Yeah, but if he kills
Imp
himself, he still
self-kill.
turns up as dead.
Imp self kill.
Obviously, don't use your ghost vote here, Val.
I mean, obviously, I'm not going to use my
I
fucking
don't normally do this. But I will just say, can you think about what you're suggesting at the moment between an elf self kill and why you would double tap?
Because
I'm not here to help you. I'm just saying.
My accusation is could be a Zomble self-kill in the night. Rule number 2.
If it was a Zomble self-kill, the game would be over.
Okay.
Would it?
But the next time you die, you live but register as dead.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, wait, is that like the only thing that Zomble does?
Basically, yeah, the Zomble can
Sorry,
pretend to be
I
dead.
thought because people were calling it an imp self-kill, I was like, I thought you were doing the whole pass it on thing. But yeah, fair enough. A valid reason to potentially do this. Defense, if you wish, Val.
I mean, you guys are just committing. What the abuse of
Corpsicide.
Necrocide.
Necrocide, that's the one.
Rule number 2, Val. Rule number 2.
It's the initiation of getting into the cult. I'm sorry, but
yeah,
you could do it.
A real word, by the way.
I doubt it. Is it even possible?
it's a rule we just
Val
introduced
is now-
into getting into the cult.
Val's like
What
our
is
sports
dead
mascot.
cannot died.
yeah.
Oh,
He's
a man of the Grey Islands, I see.
8 votes. That is enough for an execution nomination.
Necrocide is a glam goth metal band based in Stevenage.
Yes.
In fact, I'm pretty sure Martin's in that.
True.
Anyone be
nominations open for 5
surprised?
more seconds.
I mean, I don't think anyone's going to beat my massive nomination, so good night.
Your massive nomination, huh? Val gets shot in the head, and the town goes to sleep.
Double tap.
Hey, Apollo Music. What's going on? So, the main thing that seems to be happening in the game at the moment is we're trying to figure out if everyone is in fact a good guy, which is starting to seem like it could be possible. And Stan is the bad guy. I honestly don't know. I'm going to be right back a second, though, I need to grab some more water. But, Apollo Music, I'm glad to see you, Ryan. How's it going?
My heart is heavy. I didn't vote Levy. Oh no, dead Stevie.
Oh, but just
Okay,
in time.
Stevie, who did you target with your
John.
sailor ability, or did you? John. Okay.
John's not
Patrick.
drunk then, so John's ability would work.
Do you know what John's ability is?
Sorry, I nipped that for a second. I didn't realise.
I do as well.
Might be able to quickly. Sorry, what happened? Oh, Stevie died.
Stevie died. Stevie targeted you with his drunk ability. So
Nick-
Stevie must have
Nick-
made himself drunk to die.
Nichols Stadius, do you know what John's role is?
No.
Yes.
Oh,
Sorry.
yeah.
Guys,
I am referring to
I
as
have a
Stevie.
new half-baked theory to
Oh, let's listen
put
in.
out.
Oh no, more
And
baking.
this is quite the pun. A lot of information I've been putting together was because Patrick outed himself as chef on day 1. That could be a demon bluff.
Okay, mate.
That could 100% be a
That's
demon
true.
bluff.
All right.
Patrick, assuming that my role worked, I said Patrick was the chef today. Last night, rather. And I did not die.
There you go.
Oh
I
wow,
could
that's
be
quite a
drunk.
big gamble.
I could be drunk. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. I
He
could
is a
be,
gambler.
and assuming Stevie is telling the truth and that he targeted John, the only way that I am not dead is that I am the drunk.
In that case, my theory was indeed half-baked.
I mean,
Or
we
you
could
could
say
be
this for
poisoned,
anyone,
couldn't
right?
you?
Like, Gambler is a good bluff. Like, Cold
Absolutely.
Leader, I guess, is a good bluff. What I've told people is also a good bluff. Like, there are a lot
John,
of
would
good
you
bluffs.
like to tell me what your role is in a different room?
Not really, because I'm still alive.
Okay. Here's the other thing. Like, would Stan just have done the double thing at the beginning just to kind of sow the seeds of doubt amongst others?
Absolutely.
I mean, Stan usually like randomizes this stuff actually.
Oh, really?
Or
No, but
at least
by
in my-
there be that's what I'm saying. Like, if Stan was the only evil person and targeted the sailor twice, you know, kind of doing the coin toss, you know, roulette thing, would he do that just to kind of be like, oh, there's doubt in play to kind of make people doubt each other? Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
The answer
That
there
is
is
very-
the answer there
ever
is
try and
meta game.
guess. Yeah, don't ever
knows.
try and
Abattoir.
guess how low Stan is willing to stoop to confuse us. Like,
Carol, you come to Abattoir.
Sure.
So fucking low.
Hey.
You gotta tell me your role, man. You gotta do it.
Do I?
I
If
won't tell
you-
anybody, but you gotta tell me now.
Why? Why do I have to tell you? You've got a real hard on for trying to kill me in this game, and I don't understand
No,
why.
I don't. I think there are okay. It's not you necessarily because I've trusted you at the start, but my information has shifted, right? It's not a hard on wanting to kill you. It's trying to understand the
What
information.
information?
you get.
Sorry, what information has come in since then? Because as far as I'm aware, I don't even know what other information could have come in.
It's not information per se.
Okay.
It's a feeling. And the reason I feel like it's wrong is because I don't trust Val. If I don't trust Val, I can't trust you. I do trust Stevie because of the way the game has worked, right?
Okay.
So the only reason Val will say there's no evil near him is to cover for another evil person. And we know it's not Stevie because there's no possibility that what happened. Which means that you are evil or I was drunk night 1. Night 0.
Okay. Well, I don't know. I'm trying to follow a thread of logic, but
Okay.
You're,
If
so
Val
you're
was-
either wrong about why Val chose to say what he said, or you're wrong about Val being evil in its entirety.
I could be wrong about Val being evil. That's possible. There's a highly likelihood here that it is Stan doing Stan stuff, making us all wonder. Oh, maybe there's an evil, and maybe we should kill Stan. But that's a true 50-50.
Do you know anything about what Stadius is? Because he's the biggest question mark.
I don't
left for
know.
me. And
I don't know any. Okay, so the top 3 people, all I know is 2 of them are outsiders.
2 of them are outsiders.
Yeah.
That's interesting because that does not fit with what I've been told so far.
What have you been told?
I've been told that one of John and Lustriger is an outsider.
That doesn't mean the other one isn't. Stadius, John, Lustriger, 2 of them are outsiders.
Well, so what Stadius claimed, I mean, of course he could have been lying, was he heavily implied...
They.
Oh, sorry. They heavily implied that they were the mayor.
Okay, that's still possible, because John could also be an outsider.
But John did not claim that.
John claimed that one of him or Nick Lostriga were outsiders. That doesn't mean that we're both.
No,
armed.
he didn't. John did not claim to be an outsider.
What did John say then?
I don't think I can say exactly.
Okay, don't tell me what John's role was. But you told me that somebody said one of two people are outsiders.
So, sorry, I guess it's fair enough to say. It's like, Lustriger has claimed to be an outsider. John has claimed to be a townsfolk.
Okay, that means Stadius is... Well, that's confusing.
Yeah, well, because... So, there's definitely no balloonist in play, because no one's come up and said that they were the balloonist as of yet. And...
No, and it would have made sense to do it by now.
Yeah, so...
John and Stadius are talking, that's interesting.
I'm a little sus of Lustriger and John as a whole, because we're trying to go around and kind of trying to push on people pretty hard to come out with the...
He does that all the time. It's
yeah, but...
The way... See, the thing is, and Nick says, like, oh, I've got a 100% win rate as evil and a 30% win rate as good. It's because he plays good the same as he plays evil, which makes us always think he's evil.
Yeah.
So, that stat doesn't add up for me. But, maybe... Val's initial information as empath was that sheep to Lustriga, the evil on that side of the board.
Yes,
right?
that's correct.
I think I can comfortably say that Thick Nick specifically is probably good. I think the evil probably lies somewhere adjacent to John.
Yeah, I think that's reasonable.
Or you.
No, I mean, that's fair enough.
I got my two theories.
I'm definitely not excluding you. Apollo says you're looking a little stressed, Patrick.
What?
I think it was at the beginning of the conversation you were looking more like, ugh.
Oh, no. I'm not stressed. I'm having fun. I enjoy this game so much.
So I'm thinking it's... I don't know. The thing is, Sheep actively trying to mess with the game is really kind of like... ugh. Like...
The sheep thing confuses me. Because if you're good, then... If you're evil, then we win. If you're good, then sheep is evil.
I don't know. Like, the thing is, the reason I didn't vote for the cultist thing is I didn't understand why that was seen as such a done deal, that he was definitely good.
It wasn't necessarily that he was good. It was that the two people assigned him, I think we were happy with.
30 seconds on small rooms, guys.
Okay, thank you. I think we were happy with either person beside.
Okay, well, I don't necessarily feel like I've changed your mind on anything here.
Well, no, I think you could be evil. I think also Lustriga, John are evil. Also, Stan might be evil. Those are my three theories. I don't think I'm going to vote for you. I think I'm going to follow for a little bit, see what people do, and try to get some information from that.
I don't know when we're going to get more information at this point.
Once we find out what Stadius, John, and Lustriga are. They're the people who have to say what they are. Two or three of them are going to be Klutz and Saint. Obviously, the Saint needs to say who they are.
Okay, I think that's a good angle to try and take, because at this point it doesn't seem like they've got a lot to lose. So
let's go then.
Let's get some info.
The gambler is a pretty good roll.
To bluff at.
Yeah,
it is. Though then again, I've never been the gambler.
I think you should be using your gambler roll to try and die.
Yeah,
I am going to be doing that from this point onwards.
Do you have a specific? Don't tell me the target.
Going to
do you
be
have a
doing
target
that.
in mind?
I am going to be doing that from this point onwards.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying. So yeah,
I do not wish to.
No, I'm not going to say. I'm not asking for a target specifically. I'm asking, do you have a target in mind?
Yes, absolutely.
Perfect.
Several, in fact.
The whole board.
I also think you should have several in mind.
The cults changed to the double tap wizard gang.
So are we going to, at some point, are we going to get if there is a virgin, are they going to out themselves so we can start putting those pieces of information?
Do you mean
no virgin in the game?
Small rooms are open. Closed. Nominations are open.
Sheep, are you implying that this double tap wizard is it to the left when you start in Kino de Toten?
What?
It's certainly, if we were to double tap wizard gang, it would be to the right.
Okay, interesting.
Does anyone on the three top of our game board, do any one of them want to say what they are? Because those are the people I don't know what they are.
It's because two of them are outsiders, right?
Sure. And in theory, one of them might want to say what they are.
Am I right in thinking there's no reason for the Virgin to be holding back at this point?
No Virgin.
There isn't a
There's
Virgin.
no Virgin.
Is anyone the Virgin?
Yes, there is lots of reason for the Saint to not speak up at the moment.
Absolutely.
Is there? Okay.
Absolutely. Because if they die naturally,
Do you
from
think there's any
demon
reason
kill,
the Klutz wouldn't want to say what they are?
Yes, because if they get killed by the demon, they have to take a gamble.
Sorry, then the top part of the board, we got no information. I have no information on.
That's
I
fine.
believe
It will
the
come out.
information is you.
It will come out.
Well,
It doesn't have
that's
to be
very
a
good.
rush.
It's very good for you guys to say it will come out.
Are we all gonna join the cult?
Why not? First.
I
Wow.
still don't understand why it's a done deal and that it's
I
definitely.
mean,
a good
I'm
idea.
in it. I'm in it for life. I
We're all
signed
in,
with
except
blood.
for you.
Also, the
I'm
memeing on it is
thinking
not
what
helping
What
me
you're saying is I
in this
came
game.
back into the room. You were talking
10
about.
seconds on nominations.
I win no matter
I've,
what.
If we've got
was that what
outsiders
you were
who,
saying when
No,
no,
we're saying
you.
we think the reason why the Count didn't vote for
I
us
nominate
is like-
myself.
I'll hear an accusation
I will allow everyone to speak both for my defense as well.
and defense. Let
Yep.
discussion go.
should we not
I
just
think the
start
reason why
being
the Count didn't want to
executing?
join the cult is because he still had sus on Synthetic.
Sure.
Which people have said is suspicious because
You
I'm doing
need
gamble.
to nominate someone with the wrong
Yeah,
information.
I am doing that tonight. The other problem is that if there is a poisoner in play, which I still think is a potential, is that I will then be poisoned tonight, and Stan will choose to. If I am poisoned anyway, Stan will now choose to kill me when I state something that could or could not be true or false.
With 0 votes, not enough for an execution. Nominations are still open for 10
Yeah,
more seconds.
Because it goes Sailor, Poisoner, Gambler.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to say I will. So there is a
I
good
would
chance.
nominate.
that
I would nominate the Striga.
Sorry, I heard someone say I nominate Stan.
Cam can do his one if he wants to.
The Striga.
Let's do Patrick. Sorry,
Oh, someone else come across me.
I did hear Patrick first, so I'm going to
Okay.
go. Patrick, who did you nominate?
Myself. That's why I'm happy to give it to Count.
I am going to hear the accusation first, and then potentially we go to counts after. Accusation,
I wanted more time,
defense.
but I wanted more time.
Cool. Defense is open.
Yeah.
I would like to. I would like to reiterate that I did say Patrick is the chef last night, and I have not died.
Sure.
Okay.
Like Count, why do you want to nominate Lostriga?
Because the outsiders aren't going to come out and say who they are, so presumably the only thing to do here is to get rid of them. Am I wrong in that?
I mean,
Yes.
they don't
You
want
don't
to.
want the
get that.
Klutz dying. You don't want the Klutz dying.
If you have suspicion that you believe that that two of us are outsiders, then surely you don't want to vote for us because that will narrow which is which and allow the demon to kill the other one.
1 vote, not enough for an execution.
And
Nomination
also, if
remain open
you-
for 10 seconds.
Okay, I
If you
won't. I
pick
won't
the
bother with
wrong
my one then.
Yeah, if you
Because-
pick the wrong one, our team loses.
No,
So-
they lose. We don't
It's
lose.
in evil's. It's in evil's interest.
If you kill the saint by accident,
We
Okay,
can't
sure.
lead race.
Take it, they
No,
say to that point.
no more nominations and not enough votes. There is no execution. Then town goes to sleep.
Good night, Town.
This is all a bit confusing. Like, we're kind of stuck not doing anything at the moment. At least Patrick's kind of gotten off my case somewhat as far as continuously trying to kill me. The cult leader stuff I still don't understand. I'm hoping that we'll get some more information from Saint Thick. But he doesn't even know what my role is, so he can't confirm me as anything. And I presume he's going to choose Sheep as the cult leader. I don't know if he's done that already, actually. I don't know. I feel like what Stadia said, they didn't want to be executed, not information gathering, so presumably they're presenting as the Saint. And Lustrica is presenting as the Klutz. So let's put that in. Hey Gaijin Dragon, how's it going? We're in the middle of a Stan-flavoured weird game where he could be the evil guy, and it's starting to look a lot more and more like that might well be the case, because our only information gathering party has already been killed. So we don't have any way to gather more information at this point. Gaijin Dragon, I remember your name, but I'm trying to remember... I'm struggling to put everything together with who you are. I feel like your name looks very familiar, but I can't remember. Are we people who know IRL, or are we online compatriots? I think it's a cool name anyway, like Gaijin Dragon. Where do we know each other from? Danny. I know a few Dannys, I'm afraid, Gaijin Dragon. What context do we know each other from? Because I can think of a few different places. Thank you for throwing up some TB on the screen, though. Let's, Oh! Okay, so you're from the... Yeah, so Pentor. From the Uwu Woo Woos, which is... Oh my gosh, there's a doggy on the screen. Oh yeah, I need to show the doggy. There we go. Oh, what a cutie! What a cutie! Yeah, how's it going? How's it going, Danny? Oh, I've sort of let the whole Uwu Woo Woos thing sort of slide a bit, and maybe I should get back and try that again. I've stopped doing it anyway, like a lot of the stuff stopped from before, so I know everyone is still around, and I've been sort of slacking up on the whole streaming stuff. I do want to get back into it. I think I will do it when the set releases for the new one. On the Saturday there will be a TFT competition, if you're interested, by the way. What? Advertising. But for this game, so I am the mayor. I'm trying to survive till the end. Patrick is kind of sus of me. There's a possibility in this game that we have no bad guys. Everyone keeps trying to join this cult. Yeah, I can't remember. Did someone left the Uwu Woo Woos chat because we certainly weren't doing anything, so I don't blame them. But let me have a check and see. Uwu Woo Woos. Penty. Oh, that was you who left. Yeah. Oh, you're only playing Clash
morning
Royale.
time
Okay,
again.
that's the game.
It's time to be nice to the people you can't stand all year. I'm growing tired of all this morning cheer. You people scare me. Stadius and Saint Thick are dead. Please stay away from my home. If you don't want to get
Wait,
me
what?
down, then leave me alone.
So I'm dead, and I knew I was dead because I managed to get... I don't know how. I thought I was going to have to bluff being something like the mayor, which I did tell a couple of people I was, which was a hope to trick the demon into killing me, but they've done it anyway. I was the sage.
I have died because I said you were the mayor. I'd like to clarify that. So Nick informed me that you had stated that you were the mayor, so I wanted to check that. And I said,
Nick.
Sorry, I didn't know.
Okay, so I was the sage, but interestingly, I was passed information when I died anyway. I was given 2 names.
Was one of them
which were?
It's literally Stan or Nick.
What?
I mean, we killed Nick, and if it's not Nick,
here we go.
Stan.
I know I'm good, and assuming Stevie is good, we all go into the cult now and we win anyway.
Wait. If he's a sage, how does he get the information? Because the deaths have... The kills
Precisely.
No.
That's what I don't understand.
I think we double tap.
Don't forget the sheep. Yeah, Sheep is sat next to 2 new people, including me, right? So I'm talking this from a neutral standpoint. But he's sat next to me now.
Oh,
and he's also sat next to the Count, who we don't have 100%.
I never vote to join the cult now.
Yeah,
I am the sage. I am the sage, and the reason I knew I was dead was because I had the message with 2 names in it, and what I was told was that it is either Nick, Lestriga Nick, not Saint Thick Nick, or Stan.
Could I get Stadius, John, and Patrick in a room in the church?
Stadius can't have this information while also being dead.
Yes, you can.
Okay.
That's how my role works.
I don't think that diving off into clicks right now is the right.
Yeah.
That's how my role works, but to be very clear, I have now, it's been clarified,
yes,
it
we
is
don't
make a
Lastriga,
decision.
Nick.
Yes.
So it is Lastriga or Stan is the demon.
I think we just kill Nick.
The
Just
problem is you can't kill me, and Stadius knows that.
Yeah, and
Okay,
I'm
okay.
like,
Why can't? Oh,
Because I'm the saint.
Okay.
And
that-
Stadius
okay,
knew that I was
now-
an outsider from the first
There-
night.
granted though,
is still a
Stadius didn't
world.
suggest to kill you. I thought someone else did right now.
there is still a
Well,
world
Stan did,
where Stadius
indirectly.
could be the Zomble.
So the Stadius is the Zomble. Yeah, we could do that, and there's no risk in doing that.
Like, if we
Where
don't
does
come
that
down
put
to a
down?
conclusion,
5?
we double tap him, right?
I
only
think
if
double
we
tap
don't
is the
come to
best choice regardless.
Yeah. I would
But-
still like to talk to John and Patrick in a room if I
If
could.
we
Yeah,
double
I
tap
want to dive
him,
into privates now.
All right, I would like.
I've got a play that I might make that relies on me just not having other people's plans intertwined. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough.
I'm just
Count,
gonna
what
say
are you?
this.
Are you still disinclined to acquiesce to the request
that would be a good
of
time to
giving
say what
your
you
role?
are.
A second.
Because the sage is dead, and that's the best role to keep on you.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually,
Yeah.
even though it cost me my life, it's probably a good thing that you're dead.
You can't be if you were the balloonist, you've waited too long to cut this information.
Yeah,
That's right.
Slayer, maybe.
I was tempted to do sheep. I would like to say that I gave Nick the suggestion that I was to gamble on sheep being the cult leader. Nick suggested that I go Stadius Mayor first.
Because I would have thought that if we had the mayor confirmed, we have a win condition there on 3, which I
Sorry.
didn't
So
realise you was bluffing it.
why don't
Sorry.
if we trust, assuming God forbid we actually fucking trust Nick and he's good, we kill John. No, the count's still in play. Fuck it. Yeah.
Count, are you the Slayer?
No. I think. Sorry, I've been trying to follow the advice on the wiki for this. I guess this is as close to the late games I'm probably going to get. I am the mayor.
I mean that. But like we've just had someone say, "Oh, I was pretending to be the mayor, but I'm not," and now everyone else's roles are out in the open, and now you're saying you're the mayor.
Yeah, I'm saying I'm the mayor because it is the late game.
Nick,
I
was
Does-
that your
you do
understanding?
have to keep that information.
I didn't know
quiet.
what count was at all.
I said
No
we
one-
count.
Count has not told anybody what.
No. And I only told 2 people that I was the mayor. I told
Yeah,
John
you
and Nick
implied
at
it
the
very
start.
heavily to me.
well, kind of, and that's why I was really
I am
intrigued when
closing
you
small
said
rooms. Nominations are open.
the only thing that I could be is the balloonist, and I was like, why have you discounted mayor? Which does now make me think maybe you really are the mayor, and that's why you discounted it. But I don't know. I don't know
This
how I
does
feel
explain
about
why
that.
you've
Yeah,
been
that was kinda
hesitant with
stupid
the
on my part,
information as
actually.
well. You've been hesitant with the information, which I think is good. So.
Well, yeah, you've been.
I would
riding
like
me
to
the
nominate
entire-
Stan.
Oh, here we go. I hear a nomination from Nick
I
to.
don't hate it.
To clarify, this is going to show up as saying Clustriga because I'm obviously not on the board. However, it is directed at me.
Do we have? We don't have enough to go off of that, do we?
Do we do ghost votes?
Accusation
count?
interrupted.
So, from what I'm looking at and from what everyone's been talking about, it seems as though there are only good things on the board, apart from Sheep's weird goblin claim, which is
It's 'cause
probably
I
Sheep
know-
being a thing of
Uninterrupted.
chaos to keep himself alive as a cult
Yeah.
leader. There have been enough players who have known things they shouldn't have known otherwise. John was one of those. Count seems to be one of those, and Val was one of those. The only suspicious people left really are Patrick and maybe the Count if you can to get rid of that information. And I don't think it is them. I think that the Stadius information maybe was right that this was the play, and it is Stan.
Uninterrupted defense? Oh, okay, if you insist. Okay, so first of all, is it possible to be evil with a cute Totoro shirt on? Is it possible to be evil with
Ah!
little Loki?
Let me
Look at
full
his eye.
screen this for the
Loki
stream.
killed us one. Oh no, wait, it's
Look at
Thor
his
killed us
eye.
one night.
I know, Loki
Oh, wait,
killed you
I
as
thought
well.
to change camera
Is it, is it possible to be evil with cute Dachshunds on your calendar? The answer is yes to all these things, but in this case, I'm not. And if you kill me, the game ends and evil wins. So please don't do it. Discuss.
Hi guys, I just want to say that I claimed to 2 people that I was a Slayer, and I told the truth to Lustriger that I was the Klutz, and I wanted to stay alive so I could at least confirm 1 town member when the time was right. the way I'm looking at the board, like the only person who could be evil is like the Count. But you know what? I actually kind of believe the Mayor. Cool. Like,
Oh no! I think it's Nick and John.
Yeah, I'm not voting for this.
It seems like a complete
Too
coin
late.
flip
I
of the
voted
game.
early.
Yeah, but if it's them,
They win.
then they lose.
With 3 votes, that is enough
No.
for an
Vote Patrick,
execution.
vote Patrick.
The nominations are still
Sorry,
open.
Stan, can I
Vote me.
just-
Nominate me.
Can
Nominate
I
me.
just-
I nominate myself. I nominate myself.
No, wait.
Wait,
Patrick-
no, let's
No,
kill
no, no,
John.
no.
Kill
Patrick
John and he
has
picks a good person.
nominated
Time, just for time,
themselves, and I will hear the accusation.
Right. I think we kill Nick or John because I foolishly follow their logic, and then the only people to vote were those two. I think we're being led astray. Wait, actually, because there's no outsiders.
With zero outsiders come out yet.
They're outsiders.
We just
If they're
emptied the
evil,
class.
Uninterrupted
insane.
accusation.
That's insane.
Uninterrupted.
No. Maybe it's right. Maybe. Oh, fucking hell! I hate.
Uninterrupted
They're
defense.
outsiders.
I mean, they had to vote, didn't they?
Uninterrupted defense.
No, go.
Discussion is open.
If it's us, where are the 2 outsiders?
Yeah.
Good point.
No,
That's the
also,
thing.
I think
If-
Stan. Well, no,
if
my
you're evil,
worry is
killing
that
Stan doesn't help you. Helps us.
Stan.
No, because if,
Stan,
if we are evil and Stan
Goblin
died,
in my defense. Bull.
If Stan was good and Nick nominated
yeah.
him as bad, then evil
Yeah,
would
yeah, I
win.
see what you mean.
yeah, but the defense here it would be
I'm
where are the
in
outsiders? If
Wait,
we're evil, where are the outsiders?
If we kill John, we get down to 3 people, and then we get the mayor
No,
win.
I think
No, then
we stick with the Dan. I think we stick with the Stan vote.
If you doubt it,
0
Then
votes,
I've
not
got-
enough for an
I've got-
execution. Nominations are still open.
hang on, yeah,
so
what
if you
does?
doubt it, I've got a handful of people I have to pick from. Who, if I guess wrong,
Do you have to
will
pick
lose
another
anyway.
live player?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, what is it alive?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
As in
yeah.
A live
Yeah.
good
Live
player,
good
or you
player.
lose.
Yep.
And that's risky.
10
That's
seconds
fucking
remain on
risky.
nominations.
Well,
Can
so
I
say
we
please-
run with this.
Please encourage people to vote for someone else.
Still double tap.
Shut up, Stan.
You could double tap. Double tap's a good option.
We did talk about double tapping Stadius.
All right, I
Great
vote for
option. Great
Stadius.
option. I will hear an accusation.
Accuse Stadius. I don't know. I'm still not convinced as to kind of what's going on. It just seems like people are just trying to gamble the game on a coin flip when we don't presumably need to.
Uninterrupted defense.
Okay, so I'm going to take my uninterrupted defense, but weirdly, it's going to sound a lot like an offense. In that, if we truly believe that we are all good players and the only evil is Stan, then we shouldn't execute Stan. We should go for the mayor win.
Yeah.
Because that will happen if we are all good. If we are not all good, the mayor win won't happen. But also, killing Stan would end the game in evil's favour. Therefore, the most logical thing to do at this point, on the information we have, is go for the mayor win. So yes, double tap
Discussion
me,
Double tap.
don't
open.
kill Stan.
Can I just say, I think that's a great idea. Really, really good stuff. Really good stuff. Do that.
If the,
Stan's baiting too hard.
if we get
The problem
No,
with the
honestly,
mayor
that will
win
keep the game
is
going,
that
it's
if
so
the
much
mayor isn't in play, if it's a bluff or whatever, the evil win because that night you don't execute on 3. That night it goes to the night, and then there's a kill. It goes down to 2 players. The game ends.
Here's the bigger problem. It goes down to 4 the night he
Honestly,
kills the
guys,
mayor.
you
'cause he has
honestly,
perfect
you really
information.
need to double tap this. If you don't double tap this, evil's winning.
We vote for this? Are we vote for this?
what,
No.
why
Vote
not?
for it.
The
One.
problem
I'm
with the
gonna
mayor
give
is,
someone else the option.
If
There's
Stan
one more.
is
I think-
evil,
I
he
think
has
this.
perfect information and he kills the mayor.
Stadius,
think-
you have to
I
vote for
think-
yourself to tie it. At the very least, tie it.
I think this
Otherwise,
set
game's
needs
over.
the general because it's just funnier that way.
Yeah, exactly.
With 2 votes, not enough for an execution. Nominations are open for 10 more seconds.
How many votes do you have, Stan?
3.
Three.
He's the only person with majority.
Okay.
And
I'll-
as convinced as I was by my own logic, I wasn't willing to use my ghost vote on it.
All right, so we just
And
coin flipping.
just like that, you absolute gits. The one time I get to live in the game, you kill me. The
No,
question.
no, you've lived on Leviathans.
I'm not in the game.
Alright, no, let's say I'm fast. Anyway, it's time to tell you whether or not you were right. Let's start things off with Patrick, who's our chef.
Yeah.
Then we have
knew that.
Val, who was our empath. Stevie, who was our sailor. St. Thick was our gambler. Now it gets interesting.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
The Count was your mayor. Was a
Ooh.
potential
Oh.
win condition.
Yep.
Lustriger was the saint.
I think we.
Yeah.
Due to double killing.
Sheep, no,
We're
don't
good
do it
here.
to me.
Stadius
Who's the sage, yeah?
was the drunk sage.
Okay.
Fuck.
Sheep was the goblin, and
Yeah,
John.
and John.
God damn it! John's got away with another evil game by
Well
not
played,
saying
John.
his role to
He
most
said
of
his role.
us.
He said his role on night
But
one.
not to most of us. But not to most of us. He's
But
done it.
it
He's done it again.
So,
Which demon were you, John?
That's why no one died.
I knew we should have killed John. I
So-
said we should just kill John and let him pick a good player.
In
there's a load
retrospect,
of fun stuff has happened
was
in this
that
one.
was that just coin flipping the game? Because it felt like it was just coin flipping the game.
I mean,
We had
if
a
you
lot.
if you took me by my word, it was a numbers game, and there couldn't be any evil.
Nick made me
if you
throw the
believe
game
me.
because I would have gone sheep.
The biggest
as-
the biggest play that John made was waiting, getting Stadius to leave, and then saying, "I'm bluffing the Slayer. I am actually the Klutz." There, and then no one else saying that they were an outsider to contradict it, making me think, okay, there's no drunk in play, unless there's a balloonist in play, and with no balloonist claim, it's like, okay, there's no drunk, it's just these.
Yeah.
So
I love this set, by the way. This
So,
is amazing.
speaking of the set, does anyone notice anything special about the set at all? Does anyone feel familiar with their role?
The cult's great.
So I couldn't remember something everybody had played and was particularly memorable, but in some instances I've taken the role that I consider most associate with you in this game and remember from particular games.
Am I the balloonist?
And in some cases I've just taken the style that you play with, or sort of just generally what I've kind of whatever vibe I've picked up. So for instance, for Val and Stadius, who I played less games with, I sort of just had to pick something which I felt
I thought you were
reflected.
calling me a drunk,
For
I mean,
what it's worth, I was
Val should have been the flower girl.
which is accurate, but
So
Would you
yeah,
care
so
to go through all the roles for us?
famous chef one from Patrick, even though he actually wasn't a chef on that one.
Was?
Lustriger with the famous saint play where he dies night one and
Yeah.
gets killed day one and the town lose. John, I will forever associate with being the imp. Same thing if there's anyone who resembles a gambler in this game and who was going to actually play the role properly, it was him. I mean, he's got freaking poker chips in his hand. Sheep saying I'm the goblin is frankly what I live for.
The only better goblin player is Mike. Mike, I am the
He's not
goblin.
here. And the fun thing is, I tried to pick while I was setting up the set. I tried to pick a good and so a townsfolk and either an evil or an outsider role for each of you. So everything in the set is doubled up with what I could have potentially made you were I making you good or evil. So there's something out there that wasn't in play that would have been for you, which is why there are 9 of each specifically. There were 2 roles per person.
Can we go again?
Yeah, I would. I really want to go.
That's obviously up to you as a group. If anybody needs to head off, that's completely understandable. Please, raise your hand now if you do not wish to play another game.
well, you see, that's an awkward question because I definitely want to play another game. I definitely shouldn't.
Shouldn't, yeah. And we understand that if you need to get going.
No,
I for one, will be staying.
Bad influence.
I'm terribly reckless. I will just continue to play.
Bad influence.
I think, as much as I want to, I think I probably shouldn't because my sleep schedule has been completely screwed. And if we end up going to midnight, then
Lean into it.
It's because I don't want to do it. That's why I know it's the right thing to
24-hour
do.
hard reset.
Peter, did you say Saga was out there somewhere?
He was. I don't know if he is anymore. I will.
Let me
I'll
ping
drop
him.
him.
Yeah,
quick
just
Oh,
send him
you
a-
do it. Yeah, you do it.
So just to go back
That
through
was
that,
so fun.
to go back through
What was
that
my
game.
townsfolk role?
What was so
You can't say that.
with the
That would be
whole
telling.
voting for the cult thing? Was that
I'm
anything?
out, unfortunately.
Was
No
that
worries,
anything
Nick.
but a coin flip on the
Ah.
game again?
I mean,
Well, the information we had is it was a coin flip, but if it was evil, then it didn't matter. If it was good and we trusted the 2 good people, then it was fine.
Okay, I
The
did.
we
problem
did.
was
There are always coin flips in this game.
Yeah, but that seemed like a
It
coin
was-
flip for the whole game.
Well, so
was
it's
a-
gonna
Right,
stand.
so if
it's not a coin because it could have landed on 3 sides. The potential for drunk and none of that information being correct was there, or potentially for a poisoner to be in play. And for instance, if Sheep is a poisoner rather than a goblin, and Stadius is poisoned there, then literally all the information is wrong. So it's not a coin flip. That would be 50-50 potential. That was not a coin flip. That was anything but.
But
Okay.
I had no
I
idea
say,
what it was.
how do you lock in what Sheep and John are from that position? The most logical thing was that it was Stan at that point because of the information we had.
Oh, I agree.
The drunk information, certainly.
Yeah.
I even tried to convince you not
Was
to.
there ever a situation where I could have, like, I had a reliable enough information to just say, like, sheep is the goblin? Like, would ever have that been a really, like,
He did
good
say he was the
gamble
goblin.
play? Yeah, but of course fucking sheep's gonna say that.
Yeah, well, that is everyone who doesn't want to die should say that.
See, the idea. So what you shouldn't have done was let me know that Val was the empath because I was hitting Stevie. I hit Stevie 2 nights in a row,
we brought you into the group.
Yeah. I don't know why you did that.
And then,
damn it! Is that why you didn't trust me?
As soon as I found out, So as soon as I found out Val was the empath, I realized if I'd actually managed to kill Stevie, he would have found out that Sheep was evil. So obviously I kill Val, then go back to Stevie.
The reason we brought John in was to explain the drunk situation.
If you could have brought me in,
a convenient answer.
If you'd brought me in, it would have been.
Patrick, is that why you didn't trust me?
We have won.
There was no information that I had that was not trust you.
No, because Count was good. If Count had voted in, we would have immediately known evil was in play.
I'll tell you what, it was a gut feeling, Val. I'll be honest with you.
I don't know. The thing is,
no information. I just felt like.
For what it's worth, you would not. You would have just known that there was potentially a bluff. So.
Oh wait a second. Why? Wait. I was told there was one pair. Am I not the chef?
Oh, you got drunked by Stevie.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Oh, okay. Right, sorry.
Yeah, Stevie's stuff getting played in quite close. John opted to kill Stevie 2 nights in a row. One of those nights he himself had been drunk, and actually Val hit the nail on the head. He said, "What if on one of the nights that there's no kill is because the
demon
was drunk." Unfortunately, he pointed his attention towards Saint Thicker from that rather than towards John, who was the other one on the night.
Yeah, that's a massive one. Stevie, we let you down.
One word change.
Mm.
There was a moment in there, by the way, Stevie, I won't lie. There's a moment there where I just thought you were talking absolute bullshit.
The second I hit John's the night I died. I don't understand how that worked.
Just for clarity, I am losing Lustriger and anybody else?
Me as well.
And the Count.
So you died that night because you made yourself drunk, and not me. So your ability that you couldn't die, you were drunk, so it didn't activate.
Do I know anyone that's not a dickhead that might enjoy this game?
I mean,
I'll catch you guys later.
Always a pleasure.
See you next.
Thanks for the game.
Yeah, cheers guys, thanks for the game.
So that counts.
Alright, so gonna be done for today. Yeah, sorry guys, I didn't come back to you. But it's really cool you've been doing the Clash stuff. I guess I'll be trying to get back into that, because I've been playing a bit more League of Legends recently. But yeah, that's going to be it for this one. I think next time will be next week for more blood on the Clocktower. This Saturday is going to be the TFT competition, so I hope if you're still into TFT, you might come and join that. But for now, I'm going to get a slightly earlier night, because my sleeping has been all over the place, and I know if I go until nearly midnight, it's not going to work very well. So, have a nice night everyone, and I'll see you all again soon.